Hey guys, this is Alex from MarketWise Asia and thank you for watching this video. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how to use SeasonalVantage, right? That can help you uncover profitable opportunities with stock seasonality over here. Okay, so as usual, okay, disclaimer first, whatever I share today is just for education purposes. It is not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. So this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence. Okay, so let's get started over here. So as I mentioned, okay, seasonals or stock seasonality can help you to identify high probability trading opportunities. Okay, so for those who are unaware or for those who don't know, okay, what is seasonality or seasonals, okay, I talk a lot during my YouTube or Facebook live stream over here. So seasonality is the tendency, right, for securities, okay, to perform better during some period and worse during others. Okay, so for example over here, right, so for example Microsoft, okay, do you know that Microsoft rose 100% of the time over the past 10 years in October. So October, Microsoft has the best, tendency to go higher. So that is the seasonality, okay, for Microsoft. And one of the other more popular counter is, for example, Tesla over here. And Tesla actually rose 90% of the time, okay, between a July and August, okay. There's a specific time period, okay, over the past 11 years. So for example, okay, if you are thinking of shorting, okay, to sell Microsoft in October, you better think twice, okay. And for Tesla, if you're thinking to short it in July and August, okay, you also need to think twice because you're going against the trend. Of course, okay, nothing is 100%, okay, it's not 100%, but at least, okay, it has a very high probability that it might work out, because based on historical data, okay, this is what you get. Okay, and of course, okay, seasonality is not new. You can find it in stockcharts.com, and I mentioned stockcharts.com many times during my live stream. Okay, but okay, it does not give you the specific time period. So what do I mean by that? So let's go over to stock chart here. So this is the stock charts seasonality, okay, tools over here. So for example, you can just key in the SPY over here. This is the S&P 500 ETF over here, and realize that based on the months over here, okay, this is percentage of month in which SPY closed higher than it opened from 2008 to 2022, and that, okay, from this bar chart over here, okay, April, July, and November, December tends to be a pretty good month, okay, for SPY, the S&P 500, which means that, okay, out of in April, 87% of the time, okay, it ended higher. In July, 80% of the time, it closed higher. November, okay, 80% time, okay, it rarely higher. So the seasonals of the S&P 500, but it doesn't tell you the specific. So it is only for the whole month of April, May, June, July. So from 1st of April, okay, until the 30th of April, or the 1st of May to until the 31st of May. So there are, it doesn't cross-lapse into, for example, April to May. So for example, if a security, a stock, okay, start from 15th of April and then to 15th of May, then stock chart might not be a good tool for you to understand the seasonal data over here. So for example, as I mentioned, Microsoft, okay, MSFT over here. All right, Microsoft over here, you can just click on it, okay, and you can choose, okay, certain time period in stockcharts.com. Okay, maybe let's just choose for the past 15 years. Okay, all right, you can know that October, it tends to be a good month, but it doesn't show you because it can overlaps into November as well. Okay, or you can go for the past 10 years, October, November. Okay, for the past 10 years, okay, October, November, there is a period where it will so-called overlap each other. So it doesn't tell you the specific date. Okay, so I hope you can understand. Okay, stock charts, it only tell you month by month only. Okay, all right. And for example, you're talking about commodities as well. Seasonals can help you also. All right. So for example, you're thinking of selling gold in January or February, okay, you might want to reconsider, okay, because over the last 10 years, gold has consistently appreciated 100% of the time, okay, during this month. Okay, so of course, based on your technical setup or whatever it is, okay, you can look for opportunity to buy. Okay, and if you're thinking of shorting it in January or February, you might want to reconsider. So this is how, okay, stocks seasoners can help you, okay, pinpoint, okay, some of the entries or exit that, to help you to have profitable trades. Okay, so as I mentioned, right, so it can help you identify high probability trading opportunities. And because, okay, the report that I'm giving you, SeasonalVantage, right, it can put the odds in your favor with at least a 90% win rate, and at least for the past 10 years. So for the report, okay, I only chose stocks or ETF that has a 90% win rate, and only those, okay, with at least a 10 years of data will be inside the report. So for both stocks and ETF as well. And of course, with that, you can fine tune your trade timing as well. All right. So whether you are using fundamental or technical analysis, right, you can use it, okay, to increase your chances of a high probability seasonal pattern. And it can also, okay, efficiently pinpoint which stocks or ETF, to hold or to buy to have the most potential for success. Okay. So later I'll go through the different ways that you can use SeasonalVantage over here. So why not? Let's go through the report over here. Okay. So by the way, right, this is the website of the SeasonalVantage over here. All right. So you can read through the copy over here. Basically, you are getting a PDF report over here. Okay. So in this report, you are going to have a few things over here. All right. The stock symbol, company name, the start and closing date, the winning percentage, the number of years, the calendar days, and the sectors and industry. Okay, so with that, okay, I will go through with you what you'll be getting, okay, if you purchase the report over here. Okay, so this is what you will get over here. Let me go through this. Okay, so this is actually for the previous report for June to June. All right, from April to June, sorry, from April to June over here. So this is the PDF that you're going to get. If you purchase the SeasonalVantage Plus, you're going to get both the stocks and the ETF. And just example over here, the stocks is something like this. Okay, so you can see that. Let me try to zoom in over here. All right, you'll get the symbol, the company name, okay, the open date, for example, for Assurance, okay, 3rd of April to 27th of April, okay. Out of the past 16 years, it has the win rate of 94%, and the calendar days from the 23rd of April to 27th of April, it has a total of 25 calendar days, and it is under the financial sector, and the subsector, the industry, it is under the insurance sector, insurance industry over here. So let's go through a few examples over here. I actually went through this during my Facebook Live and YouTube stream, but I will just go through this once again. So for example, okay, we are actually in the month of June now as I'm doing this video. So for example, right, EW, Edward Life Science, okay, it has the seasonals, okay. If you open or if you buy on the 1st of June to 21st of July, it has a win rate of 93%, okay, for the past 15 years, okay. And the calendar days is totally 51 days, okay, and the sector is under healthcare. The sub-sector, it is under the healthcare equipment and supply industry. So then go over to the chart over here, Edward Life Science over here. If you go to the chart over here, all right, you can go to EW Edward Life Science over here. Okay, so you can see over here from the 1st of June onwards, you can see that this year, the price of Edward Life Science has started to go up since the 1st of June over here. Of course, it doesn't mean that price will go up all the way like that. Along the way, okay, there will be a pullback or correction, but at least, okay, it tells you, okay, when is a good time to enter into certain stocks or certain ETF. And in this example, Edward Life Science, okay, 1st of June onwards, it tends to be a favorable month in June and July for Edward Life Science. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say over here. And then let's go through another example here. So let's say, consumer staple, right? Domino's Pizza. I'm sure many of you are very familiar with Domino Pizza over here. All right. Also from the 1st June to 21st of July, okay, for the past 13 years, 92% of time, okay, it ended higher, and it is 54 calendar days, and is under the consumer staple industry, and under the subsector, it is under the hotel, restaurant, and leisure industry over here. So Domino Pizza, the ticker symbol is DPZ. DPZ over here, DPZ over here, okay? DPZ, let's go through DPZ. DPZ over here, okay? And you can see that, 1st of June onwards, it start to go higher, okay? All right, you can see that this is the power of the seasonal data. Of course, you might say that I'm just cherry picking some of these stocks. Yes, I am, but of course, it give you the odds in your favor. All right, at least what stocks to focus on. Okay, which ETF to focus on as well. All right, so there are a lot more over here. This is just based on the stocks. Okay, this is just based on the stocks, and I also do provide the ETF list, okay, in the SeasonalVantage Plus version over here. So the benefit of using the ETF is very simple, okay, as I mentioned here on the sales page over here, okay, the seasonals under Vantage Plus, okay, ETF data, okay, include the industry, the countries, commodities, thematic, for example, is it like, for example, clean energy is under cloud computing, is it under quantum computing, or is it under solar, or is it under, a crypto, that kind of thematic, industry, or investment style, okay, for example, is it, value, is it under growth, or is it under small cap, big cap, mid cap, fixed income is at the bonds. Okay, so ETF, all right, provides a bird's eye view of the market, okay, enable you to easily track and understand the broader trend and shift. So for example, okay, using this example in my report over here, again, the report, okay, I'm using is from the April, okay, to June. All right. So at first glance over here, okay, this is for the April 2023, okay, you know what countries are moving, what commodities are moving, okay, for example, that at first glance, that there are certain countries that is moving pretty well, for example, Japan, United Kingdom, Singapore, or, okay, all right, you can know that some of the things like Hong Kong, growth are doing pretty well in April, that kind, okay, and let's go to the nearer to the June period over here. All right, so you can see that maybe let's just go through this over here. Okay, so for example, in this example over here, ITA, Aerospace and Defense ETF over here, and SMH, this is the ETF, semicon. So at first glance, that nearing towards the end of May, okay, until early June, aerospace and semicons tends to do pretty well. So at first glance, that, okay, these two industry and pretty well. And if you want to, all right, you can zoom into individual stocks if you want to. Okay, so let's go to example, ITA SMH over here. Or ITA is the defense. ITA over here. All right, so 25th of May, you can see that, it tends to, after that, it kind of bottom out here, and then it goes higher. All right, and then for semicon is under SMH also, So, okay, 25th of May over here. This is the earlier part. I removed that. Okay, so can you see that, even before the 25th of May, the semicon sector has already gone up. And you might be thinking, hey, is it okay for me to kind of, chase, this sector or not? But, if you're going with the chances, okay, the odds in your favor, right, it has a very good chance that semicon can continue to move higher, okay, in the month of late May to early June. So I can see from here semicon, okay, it tends to go higher, okay. Whether you want to, when you want to take profit, when you want to exit, okay, is entirely up to you, okay. All right, but we do give you the optimal time period. Of course, if you are doing swing trading, holding for a few days, okay, then after a few days, you might want to take profit, okay, that is reasonable. If you are doing position trading, holding for a few months, if the seasonals allow, okay, you can continue to hold, okay, but it doesn't tell you that, you have to, I actually, in fact, I don't recommend you to hold from this date to another date because, seasonals might fail also. So you still need to watch the market, okay? Is the market currently in an uptrend or is it in a downtrend, for example, okay? At least it tells you to stay with the trend. So for example, if SMH is already, on an uptrend, okay, and the seasonal also tell you that, it is a favorable month, okay, then I think it has a very good chance for this sector, for this market to continue to go higher. Okay, all right, we understand what I'm trying to say over here. Okay, so let's get over to this continue to this page over here. So there are many different ways that you can use seasonals, especially the SeasonalVantage that I am going to share with you. Okay, first of all, as I mentioned, you can use it as a watch list. Okay, I mentioned that during my Facebook and my YouTube stream as well. Keep it as a very tight watch list, your focused watch list. Okay, and you might have already have a way to trade the market. Okay, I'm not going to to interfere with that. So you can use your own technical trading setup. So let's say, for example, you have this seasonal watch list, and with the setup that you have, okay, then it can give you a very good chance to enter into the market. Okay, it puts the odds in your favor. There's a very high chance of making the trade work out with the right seasonal and with your right technical setup. Okay, at least it acts as a confirmation as well. So for example, as I mentioned, right, technical setup, okay, you think it's a good to buy into Microsoft or Tesla, Nvidia, for example, okay, and okay, the seasonal also confirm with it. Then I think it gives you more confidence, the confluence to enter into the trade. And of course, some of you might not just directly trade the stocks or the ETF itself. Nowadays, options trading is also very popular. You can also use SeasonalVantage, okay, to help you in your options trading as well. So what do I mean by that? For those who are already trading options, you should know that one of your enemy is actually time. Okay, there's a time decay element in your options. Okay, as time approaches, okay, as your options is heading to expiry, okay, your options will decay in value very fast. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are trading in the right direction with the highest probability, okay, at the right time also. So for example, as I mentioned, that SMH, okay, the semicon has a very high probability during the May to early June. Okay, then that the right time is on your side. Okay, then you might want to choose, okay, to go long in the options, okay, to buy a call, okay, or some vertical spread you want to enter, doesn't matter. Okay, at least it gives you in the right time, okay, hopefully in the correct timing as well. Okay, all right, and with the right direction. Okay, and again, this put the odds in your favor as well. All right, and last but not least, it at least keeps you on the right side of the trend. So as I mentioned, right, Microsoft tends to rally 100% of the time over the past 10 years. So I don't know whether, in the coming October, let's say, for example, suddenly the market, the news, the media tends to be bearish on Microsoft, or the market is a bit weak, okay? And, okay, the market might be out to just trick you, okay? You need to understand that, Microsoft tends to go up 100% of the time for the past 10 years. So you don't want to go against the trend. If you really want to short the market, at least you want to short other counters or other sectors or other industry. Right? You just don't try to short Microsoft because it is not in your favor based on seasonal. Am I right to say that? Okay, so this is 4 ways that you can use it to use SeasonalVantage. Okay, to identify high probability trading. Okay, so keep it as a watch list with the right technical setup. Okay, all right, technical setup, and then as a confirmation tool, okay, for your options trading, or at least it can keeps you on the right side of the trend. So, all right, so if you are watching this, okay, video on YouTube, okay, or Facebook, right, you should be able to find the link of this SeasonalVantage, okay. All right, if you're watching this on YouTube, you should be able to find on the description box over here. And if you're watching this on Facebook, you should be able to find the link on the first comment. All right, the link is very simple. It's just marketwiseasia.com /SV over here. Okay, and you can use the coupon code 23 off, okay, for a 23% off usual price. So this is only for the early bird price, okay, valid until 30th of June. So we have less than a week to go, valid until 30th of June, the end of June over here. All right, so let's go over to the SeasonalVantage over here. All right, just a very quick one over here. All right, you can just read through the things yourself over here. All right, I'll just go through with you over here. So there are basically two versions over here. One is the Pro version, one is the Plus version. So what is the difference? Okay, so for the Pro version, right, I only provide the US stocks, okay? And for the period of July to September 2023, for the third quarter of 2023, okay, there will be a short training video provided to roughly tell you how to use the SeasonalVantage report, okay? And Excel data is not included for the Pro version, because I understand actually there are quite a number of you who purchased before requested for the Excel version. So under the Plus version, okay, all right, which I provided both the US stocks and the ETF as well, okay. So again, for the period of July to September, once again, training video provided, and I will also provide you the free Excel data. So this Excel data will prove to be very useful for you to filter out, for you to screen out for certain stocks over here. So let's go through the sample over here. Okay, so this is actually the sample data. Okay, this is actually from April to June. Of course, if you purchase this, you'll get the July to the September version over here. So this is from the April. So by default, it gives you all the stocks over here. So if you purchase the latest current version, you get the tab over here, July, August, September, and plus the all tab, which cover everything. Okay. So in this case, for example, you can also get auto filter. So let's say, for example, I'll give you a very quick example over here. So let's say, for example, you think that, you want to check out the health sector, or you think that, the health sector is in play right now, is in the sector rotation right now, okay? So you can just filter out, okay, like for example, sector, okay, under sector over here, all right, you can just choose the healthcare sector, just click OK, all right, and with that, I will only provide the spreadsheet will only give you all the healthcare sector stocks over here, okay? And let's say, for example, healthcare is still too big for you. You only want for example, you only want the maybe healthcare multi-industry. Okay, there are a few, or maybe, for example, maybe medical instrument and supplies. So you filter some more. Oh, there's only these four company over here. So for example, from this period to this period, okay, this Merit Medical System, ICU Medical. So this spreadsheet allows you to filter all the things, right? Filter to industry, sector, okay, calendar days, years, winning percentage, start from which date to which date, the company and symbol as well. So this Excel spreadsheet will be provided under the Plus version over here. So as I mentioned, okay, this is the early bird special price, okay? If you purchase the Pro or either the Plus version, I'll give you a 23% off. So to make it affordable, all right, if you key in the 23 off, the most simple version Pro, okay, will be under $100 at $99, okay? And the Plus version, right, will be at $115 compared to the usual price at $149. So you click on the buy now, all right? Okay, and you click on the coupon code 23OFF, okay? All right, just click apply over here. right? You can see the early bird special, it become 114.73. So it's very affordable, okay, for the month of July, August, and September. Okay, and once you click that, click on checkout. All right, very simple details to just fill up. There's no address to fill up, just your name, email, mobile, and the refund policy, and you are good to go. And with, of course, with your credit card details, and you get access, to the PDF report, the Excel data, and the training video provided. Okay, that's provided you purchase the plus version. And of course, the reason why I do not have a refund policy is because the reports are in PDF and in Excel. So once I give it to you, I cannot recall it back already. So you have the data already. So it is unfair to me, okay, if you opt for refund. So there'll be no refund. So I'll just make it very clear. So make sure you understand what you are buying, then you purchase this. Okay. So with that, once again, all right, this is marketwiseasia.com/SV. If you're watching this on YouTube, check the link on the description box. If you're watching this on Facebook, the first comment, use the coupon code 23OFF for 23% off, usual price, valid until 30th June. Okay, so with that, I thank you for watching this video over here. Okay, so yeah, early bird special. So go ahead and buy this report, and I hope that it can help you to identify profitable trading setup and stocks. Thanks so much. Goodbye.